is Maddie from Maddie's Art Studio, and today I'm going to be tearing down and reassembling the Smith Wesson SW22 Victory, which is still a relatively new gun because it only came out earlier this year. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure it is safe, which it is, and then I'm going to insert a magazine and dry fire in a safe direction. And then I'm going to eject the mag, and I'm going to use a 7/32 on a hex wrench, and I'm going to unscrew the tear down screw. And then that just pops right off. And the next step on tearing it down is you're going to take out the spring, which is probably the hardest part, but you just place your thumb over the serrated part right here, and you can use your hex wrench to push it down. And now you have it torn down. So the first thing you're going to want to do is put the spring guide back into the spring, and this part of the spring guide is going to be pointed towards the circle hole right there. So you're going to put the wobbly end of the spring on that side and the head of it on the other. And you're just going to push down as far as you can. And it pops into place, and it's just barely, is caught by the side, by the front of this thing on here that holds it in place. And then you're going to carefully put it back in here because the spring can pop out. And then you're going to place it back onto the barrel. And also, when putting it back together, when you have this out from dry firing it, put that back because it also can make it pretty hard to place it back together. And once you hear it pop back into place, you can just screw back in the tear down screw. And make sure you've done it correctly. Check it. Insert the magazine. And just make sure it functions correctly. And this was Maddie's Art Studio, and this was the teardown reassembly of the Smith Wesson SW22 Victory.